I was young, green, and naive when I saw you on the 23, unapologetically asking me pull over, please.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Court Climbs. In a last minute change of plans, today we are headed to Ascend Climbing in Pittsburgh.
Let's go, this is sweet.
The first problem I jumped on was a yellow on this overhung wall in the center of the gym. It was a great problem to start with because it flowed very well and all of the holds were jugs. The main focus of this problem was keeping pressure on your feet to combat the tension of the overhang trying to pull you off. After ascending, we moved on to a more dynamic problem around the corner that, well, is there such a thing as a non-send train? On the same wall, John found a blue problem with a pinchy middle section requiring a high foot and a balancy finish. Next, Andrea showed me an orange problem that she had sent in the cave.
Orange one. So you're turning one around and it just ends right there. But
Okay,
a lot
so
of,
it starts where?
It starts here.
Okay.
You go like up and around.
Up and around. Addison tried a purple problem right next to the orange, and he made it look easy enough for me to feel confident jumping on it. It took several tries for me to get through the pockety start, then keep my bicep muscles just tense enough to reach up and grab the next jug with my left hand. I matched, then attempted a half-hearted drop knee before using my flexibility to reach out far and secure my left foot on a fairly good hold. Holding body tension here was tricky, and you can see that I dabbed pretty hard on a pink hold right before reaching for the finishing hold. So you know that I don't wear socks in my climbing shoes, but I did it just for Kayla. We cute! We cute! Alright, so I'm gonna head over to the mushroom and check on these guys and see how they're doing.
Do the yellow one, it's got like, you like lean low and do some foot swaps and it's super balancy.
Jed was super hyped on this yellow traverse on the mushroom, so I gave it a go. The hardest part of the traverse was reaching around this blind corner and transferring your weight to the right effectively. April and I hopped on the slab wall to try this extremely crimpy purple problem. My wingspan allowed me to just barely reach a small crimp out to the left, but it was very small and very hard to hold on to. Moving on, Andrea tried a different problem on the slab wall, a pink problem with a slopey top. So April and I found this really cool, it's like, I think a comp style problem. Okay. April's trying this alien problem. Maximum friction. We had a tough time with the start, so we watched as a local climber, Matea, showed us the beta. The thing about this type of climbing is that the tape denotes how many limbs are supposed to start on each volume. So for the start of this specific problem, you had to have 3 points of contact on the volume to the bottom right and 1 on the bottom left. The tricky part of this problem was that when you reached out from the volumes with your right foot to that extremely small foot chip, your right foot was turned towards the left, which made the dynamic rockover move to grab the edge of the vertical volume almost nearly impossible. If you tried turning your foot towards the right, however, at least with our legs and how short they are, it was difficult to even reach the foot chip at all. One of the local climbers, whose name I forget, I'm really sorry, managed to reach the foot chip and give a desperate grab for the next volume a go, but that's the furthest any of us managed to make it. We're trying this purple V2, V3, and I think you guys can see the beta is to go out to the left there onto that block, but we've all had success with just cheating and going up to this one.
I hold it down like a Snapchat, go over your head like a snapback, uploaded a pic, double tap that, and your flow so old, granddad. It's just banter, I'm way too much like a black cap. Why you stop chatting in the club for? Just dance man, like yo fam alam, yo fam alam. Ain't no girl better than, I'm on the roads, caravan, let me do this fast, Ramadan, cause it's going down, avalanche, I'ma keep it short, paragraph, Queen Leisha, my reign, Anorak, take it off Israel, Nazareth. Oh Jesus, oh Lord, oh Jesus, a couple of snaky friends, just Adam and Eve lost, and there's no debate on who's better, come on, I turn a man to a girl like Bruce Jenner, shout down the dance like, me broke down the dance like, I be the one they love, I be the don, they know where I'm from.
How do you feel about this gym?
I really like this gym.
I really like this gym too.
It's so big and so many different things. And like, all the routes are flowy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe the cheek. Some girls wake up and don't even brush their teeth. That's a dead thing. That's a bad breath thing. Morning. How could you talk my name when you ain't even brushed your teeth? Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Never brush your teeth. 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 Bars cold like a TikTok. You've got a pot belly like Rick.
5 out of 10 rating for this gym.
5 out of 10? All right, it's
Zero.
mediocre.
0 to 5 rating for this gym.
For a gym I visit, it's probably a 5. For a local gym, 3.5 because it's just not leading here.
Ooh, I'd say a 4. 4.5.
Why doesn't, what's the half?
Because you can't give anything a perfect score.
Definitely a 5.
What do you think? 5?
This was freaking awesome.
Okay.
Oh, 4.5.
4.5? 5? Okay, cool. Hi, hello, it's me. If you hear noise in the background, it's because I'm cooking some eggs, and I like my eggs sunny side up. So I only have a short amount of time to deliver this message. If you haven't seen our podcast episode, or I guess listened to our podcast episode, Craig Chat, it's the new podcast that my friend Anna and I are putting out. I would really appreciate if you would go give it a listen and let me know what your thoughts are. And if you have any ideas for our upcoming episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. What important features should be included in your gym? Like, what's the most important thing to you about a good gym? Or like, if you had $1 bazillion to create your own gym, what would you put in it? We want to know. Alright, yep, that's it. And my eggs are sizzling, so I gotta go. Stay hyped, guys.